everybody, it is Lee the Rogue Firefly here, and we are back with some Haunted PS1 Demo Disc. Today we are playing A Place Forbidden. A couple notes before we begin. One, I know the audio quality doesn't sound good, then again it never sounds really good, but it probably sounded a little better with the mic. Currently it is disposed at the moment, but I will be getting it back soon. That will be used for the last two parts in this series and onward, but this one and the next three parts are going to be a little not as good. Still, like I said, my audio wasn't that great to begin with anyways, but it's going to be a lot worse like my older videos. Too. I ended up recording Dread Delusion earlier that you could see, but through the editing process I deleted one of the clips. It was like 30 minutes worth of footage and I'm so sad. I'll try and play that will be not the part after this, but the part after that. I will be ending up playing it, but again, and recording that. But first we're going to do A Place Forbidden, and oh yeah, the third point is I will be playing a full release of this pretty soon, just like Patum Patula. Both of those I'll be playing the more completed versions of the games. So, anyways, without further ado, let's see what this one has to offer to us. The credits go to Connor Walsh for design, writing, and level design, Dennis Mueller for programming, design, and level design, and Puppy for art and programming, with the description being: the Library of Ouroboros and its vast store of occult knowledge is finally within your reach. In the end, it was almost too easy to find. Well, interesting premise. Let's just jump into this one. Well, here we are, with A Place, Forbidden. Without further ado, let's just jump straight into this one. The Library of Ouroboros, I'm finally here. It's almost anticlimactic to stand so easily within its walls after all those years of searching. If the rumors are true, the library contains knowledge beyond anything one might hope to find on Earth. Words of power, occult learnings, enough to transcend death. It will be mine, all of it. I just need to know where to look. Yes! Locked. Damn. Books of philosophy, history, and a few stray encyclopedias. Not useful. Both shelves, okay. A few volumes stand out on math and physics, but the rest are from more obscure wings of science. Interesting, but not what I'm looking for. This section contains mostly horror novels. How droll. Okay. Novels, science fiction, and fantasy, as well as a few stray romance novels. Biographies, I've heard of none of these people. Almanacs, useless. The Minister's Doom, Act 3, Scene 2. Bernice enters, followed closely by the librarian. Bernice is breathless, looking both exasperated and slightly excited. The librarian's expression is unreadable, as per usual. Bernice, but my husband will find out about us. He won't stay out forever. Librarian, I would be so sure, my dear. But shall we retire to the living room if we're to speak of such unpleasantness as your husband? Bernice. Sis' face breaks suddenly into a grin. She grabs the librarian's hand, taking him onto the couch beside her. Fine, then. If you're to say, I want to hear some of those secrets you keep talking about. You can't play me for the fool forever. I would never claim to do such a thing, my dear. What would you care to hear how I can stop a heart with but a word? Goodness, that sounds dangerous. It most certainly is. I wish to hear it. Then of course you shall. He leans it close to Bernice, who closes her eyes as if to expect a kiss, but the librarian leans past her, whispering something in her ear. Bernice's eyes wide. She gives a single jerk, a strangled groan, and goes limp, sliding off the couch. Too curious for her own good. He stands, reaching in one of the pockets to withdraw a single black case containing Bernice's wedding ring. Taking a cursory look around the living room, the librarian eventually focuses on a single point on the opposite side. The librarian crosses the floor, leaving his item, and turns to leave. As he does so, the scene darkens, leaving only a single spotlight to illuminate the stage. It is fixed on the small black case which the librarian has decided to leave, sitting atop the minister's writing desk. I think these all lead into something about Ouroboros. The partial history of the library. The Library of Ouroboros wasn't so much built as it simply came to be. That much we've been able to glean from the early murky tales about a certain endless structure rich in occult knowledge. The first tale was penned by an unnamed Gaelic mystic who compiled a variety of accounts from travelers complaining of strange dreams. Many of these travelers' accounts of the place were the same: endless hallways of strange materials, magic devices that seemed to give off light or sounds without any visible source, but rarely were there many tangible details aside from these characteristics and the font of knowledge ringing the walls of the place. This of course changed in approximately 670 when the mystic was visited by a lone woman. She was purportedly wild-eyed, half-mad, and complaining of dreams much the same as her fellows, but she claimed that these dreams became reality briefly, and that she, at one point, even visited that bleak place. She claimed to run into a dark, amorphous figure with a score of glowing red eyes. This figure apparently spoke to her, promising her black knowledge should she only pledge herself to it. Though the mystic asked how this woman escaped such a place, the woman gave him no explanation. In fact, she spoke no further, withdrawing from the mystic's hut to begin her travel anew. She was never seen or heard from again. This testimony is hardly yet a concrete example of the library's existence, but it certainly makes one wonder if tales like this could exist from the earliest days of modern man. What other truths could lie buried deep in the past, should one be willing to tunnel through the cobwebs of years to reach the ancient tales hidden beneath? Here's something whispering. On the founder, they came to the domain, a blank canvas, the cosmos from places unknown and old as time. They've existed longer than man, longer than the sentient stones of her, longer than the cosmic force that runs through all things. They have always been. They saw the ruin that coursed through the universe, the constant in and out flux of entropy, and with entropy went items of worth, and it was the worth that they sought to salvage. Not things, ideas, thoughts, power, intangible. Through the years they reached for their power were immense. Through eons they snatched up secrets, dark and light. But it wasn't long before it all became too much, even for those ancient. The remaining pages have been torn out of this book. In their place is a single piece of lined paper with an untidy scrawl standing upon it in red ink. The key to go further would have been deciphered from the last word in each of these books, but I tore them out. I couldn't let anyone else go any deeper. Sorry, but trust me, it's better this way. As you close the book, you can make out a single word scratched, not written, into the inner cover. Your predecessor must have missed it, or else it was made after the note was placed. Telephone. See, I can crouch. Welcome message. From our staff, welcome. We're glad you're here. As we're sure you're aware, the Library of Ouroboros is located in a picturesque part of Britain atop a grassy knoll east of Sussex. Many rural townships, obviously bereft of their own libraries, refer their villagers to the library. It is beloved by all. We hope you'll take your time pursuing the vast stores of literature, non-fiction, fiction, occult knowledge, cursed knowledge, words to melt the eyes of anyone who reads them, psalms of murder, and otherwise. You'll certainly have time enough, Bernard. You'll certainly have time enough. Picked up a comic. That book knew my name. Why would I leave? I've only just arrived. The book mentioned my name. A coincidence? Nothing more. Besides, it was mistaken. The library wasn't in England. I found it in Germany, city of Ulberg, Seckwurst, away behind an ancient church. Such a small, unassuming font, as if by looking so plain it might hide from the rest of the world. I remember. Let's read this, though. You're an avid reader, aren't you, Bernard? You can't read these books, but don't fret. They'll pave your road to new knowledge. If you're stuck, think of yourself like a cataloger or a librarian. That has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? The case toward the window seems to be as good a place to start as any to start. Thanks for giving it away. Nah, I kid. French have seen there's no fog outside earlier. But, I mean, I've solved this puzzle before, and that's kind of, that last sentence is a giveaway. I was too stupid to figure it out. And it's really not that easy to figure out unless you're, like, really paying attention. I mean, within the context of the letter, but if you're just looking around, you'll be like, oh, for like a good minute, you'll be like, oh, okay, I get it. So, as you can see, we count the bookshelves to open the lock. I mean, I'm sure you could have come up with that assumption on your own without the last part of the letter. So it's 4, but that's it's the order. So instead of going this way, we go this way from the window. Start from the window. So 4, 6, 5, 3. 4, 6, 5, 3. I believe. There we go. Finally, here's hoping that that's the last of these books. Sorry, I missed. F. There we go. Activate the flashlight. Picked up a screwdriver. I never felt threatened by a chair before. I can open these, but they don't really have anything inside them, I don't believe. But we'll check just for curiosity's sake. Nothing. Oh, a multi-book. Picked up. You'll regret it, you'll regret it, you'll regret it. I'll regret it. Something is wrong. I need to leave. Now. Something is scratching its way into my head.
Your mind is small. Your mind is fragile. A tiny fissure here, a little force there. No more.
Will never open again.
He could make you a shambling husk, make you walk in souls forever. But we see your curiosity, your potential. We have something more in mind for you. We think you like it.
Uh-oh. Thank you for visiting our library. Huh. That's nice. Follow further development. There. I will not quit yet, but get my outro. Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Share with people who you might think are interested in this kind of these kinds of videos. Show some love to the developers of this game and the other games we play. I hope you all enjoyed and have a good day. And I will see you all next time. Bye bye.